Tanzanian Cashew season will officially open up tomorrow on the 11th of October 2024. But before that, I wanted to give you a brief summary of what happened in West Africa all the way to Indonesia first. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Tanzania, which officially opened tomorrow, as I said earlier. Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Abdul here from Galaxy Commercial. It's been a while since we made our last videos. I've been extremely busy with work, with traveling. So I'm back this morning to give you some updates. First of all, I'd like to thank all our followers over the past few years because last week we hit our 100,000 subscriber for the channel. Which is a big achievement, a milestone for us. It was quite satisfying and rewarding to reach 100,000 subscriber for a nut and cashew nut channel. I think is a big achievement. So we'd like to say thank you for all those who supported us over the past few years. Okay, thank you to you all. This morning I want to remind the new viewers what our channel is all about. Our channel has been set up to be a platform for all stakeholders within the cashew nut industry initially, but recently we've been expanding to include other nuts, not only cashew nuts. Okay, so whether you are a farmer, you are a trader, a cashew processor, a factory, a seller, any actor involved in the cashew industry or in the nut industry as a whole, I think you will have your interest somewhere within the channel because we're trying to cover as much as possible. And it's about sharing information, sharing knowledge, giving market updates, telling you about the pricing. We get a lot of inquiry, for example, about processed cashew pricing, the W320, the W240. So, you know, about pricing, you can get some information about pricing. We also give information about raw cashew pricing. Okay, whether it's out in 52, out in 45, out in 46, you know. So we will encourage new visitors to subscribe because once you become a subscriber, it gives you all those information, those knowledges for free. Okay, and as you know, in our business, knowledge is key. Having the right data help you to make the right decision. So if you're not a subscriber yet, I will encourage you to do so. Okay, so so that was a quick word about what our channel is all about. Now I want to talk about West African cashew season, and then talk about lastly about Tanzania. As you know, the Tanzanian cashew season will officially open up tomorrow on the 11th of October 2024. But before that, I wanted to give you a brief summary of what happened in West Africa all the way to Indonesia first. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Tanzania, which officially opened tomorrow, as I said earlier. Okay. In West Africa, the season has been particularly difficult, extremely difficult for all actors involved. I'm not telling you anything new. You probably know that already. It's been an extremely difficult season for all the stakeholders, from the farmers all the way to the cashew processor in Vietnam or India. It's been an extremely difficult season. Why? Because there are a number of factors that affected the season. Okay, once you start having challenges like the weather, right? There was the El Nino phenomenon, which is a natural phenomenon that you don't have any control over. Okay, you can't say, I want a Harmattan, or I don't want too much rain, or I want less rain. That's beyond anybody's control. And a country like Ivory Coast took a big hit last year about the weather, okay, which we are told was due to the El Nino phenomenon. You probably heard of that. And because of the weather, the poor weather condition, the production has been really poor in Cote d'Ivoire, in West Africa in general, right? So because the production has been poor, in some cases we are told that the production has been less by 10% to 30%. Okay, there are data which confirm that drop from 10% to 30%. Whichever is accurate, I can't say for sure, but is within that bracket. Okay, so once the production is down that much, obviously the demand will push the price up. This is a natural trading truth. Whether it's cocoa, gold, mineral, wood, whatever it is, when the supply is less than the demand, it will push the price up, and we all experience it. The price has gone so high. I will just give you an example. Alton 48 from Ivory Coast, on average, used to cost around 1,200 as a ballpark figure, right? As a CNF price, right? 1,200 from Abidjan Port to Ho Chi Minh City Port or Tuticorin Port in India. But last year, it went up to 1,700, 1,600, 1,650. So there was a huge increase from the average price we used to have over the past few years. Therefore, it was extremely difficult for the factory owner. What made it extremely difficult also is that there was no parity between the raw cashew increase and the processed cashew increase. All right. I'll give you an example. The W320 was being sold around 2.6, 2.7, and lastly about $3 per pound. Okay. So 2.5, 2.6 is more or less what we used to have over the past few years. There was no parity from the raw which went up from 1,200 to 1,600, for example. But the processed cashew, the increase didn't jump from $2.2 per pound to, let's say, $4 per pound. You see, so it was quite difficult for the processor to align the selling price of the buying price of the raw with the selling price of the processed cashew. And when that's the case, it's extremely difficult. So many factories were forced to sell at the loss, okay, just to keep on trading and keep the company going, even though they are not making any money. And as a business, that's not viable. Sorry, I'm having a bit of coffee. So as a business, that's not viable at all. So that's the sort of experience we had in Ivory Coast, and that's been replicated in Ghana, in Benin, in Senegal, in Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau was the most expensive because the freight in Guinea-Bissau is extremely expensive. One 40-feet container of cashew, the freight will cost you up to $4,000 per 20-feet container, $4,000, which is extremely expensive. So after West Africa, moving on to Indonesia, we are told also that the production in Indonesia was not great. Aside from the production drop experienced in Indonesia. There were also the issue of forex. The forex was a big issue in Indonesia. That's the difference between the local currency in Indonesia in relations to the dollar, the US dollar. There was a huge fluctuation every time. So therefore, it was quite difficult for the exporter to align the local currency with the US dollar. And so the price were going up and up. And lastly, the CNF price from Indonesia were being sold to Vietnam for around, it went up to $1,900 per metric ton. $1,900 per metric ton. It started off at $1,600 and it went up to $1,900 per metric ton, which was quite a huge increase. Now, let's talk about in Tanzania. We start tomorrow, the 11th of October. We are told that the production looks all right in Tanzania. There was a good production as compared to West Africa or other countries where the production went down. In Tanzania, the production seems to be all right, so which is a good news. The bids will start, and so there are many actors already on the ground, ready to go for the first bids, secure the first crop, which has the best quality raw cashew when the season starts. We had the freight shipping line have been giving the quotes for the freight. We are told that the price is quite quite expensive. The advantage of Tanzania is that it's nearer to the usual market, which is India and Vietnam. It's only 2 weeks away in transit time between Tanzania and those Asian countries, which is an advantage. But so I'm quite surprised why the freight cost is that much. If you know they disclose. In terms of the quality, we are told the quality will be as usual. You will get Alton 50, 52, Alton 53, goes up to Alton 53. So which is very good. Okay. So we'll wish all the best to all those stakeholders in Tanzania to have the best season possible. Hopefully it can help make up for the loss and the challenges faced by the cashews actors in other countries. And hopefully Tanzania can be a good season this year. So businesses can start reap the fruits of the efforts, because in other countries it's been quite difficult. So we will keep you updated about Tanzania. We hope to be present in Tanzania on the ground to get you the latest news, share about the quality, the production, and all the opportunities that you may get in Tanzania. All right. So let's keep in touch. If you're a new visitor, please subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest news about the pricing, about the market trends, and all those details that you need to do your trades in the most efficient way. So sign up, subscribe. Let's keep in touch, and also leave your comment. Okay, if there's anything that you don't agree with in what I said, leave your comment. And if there's any additional information you feel that the platform will benefit from, feel free to leave your comment. Okay, so because we are a family, and we all may have different information that may be useful to the platform, to the channel. Share those information, especially those from Tanzania. If you're local to Tanzania, please leave your comments so others can benefit from it. All right. So thank you very much for your time, and I will we'll speak again in our next video. While I will give you the latest updates. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.